I always start my stupid videos with, hey guys, hey
Hello.
guys, hey guys. And I always start my videos with, oh my God, I said, hey guys. So, hey guys. Hey, I am here with Miss Julie McCullough.
Hello.
What's up? Do y'all recognize this woman right
here?
here?
With Miss Ruiz.
Ruiz.
Hello.
So listen, we had a comedy show tonight here. In Midland.
Does this look like me?
Do this look like me?
Yeah, but on there I've got the Dracula ring on. That's Bela Lugosi's ring from Nosferatu. It is. It's a bloodstone ring with Dracula's emblem on it. That's what that big ring is on that picture.
Yeah. She's freaking me out. She's gonna bite me. She's a Dracula. Okay, guys. Okay, so watch. Listen.
Hi.
So I had a few questions for Miss Julie.
I have answers.
Okay. I'm so nosy. Okay.
Nose.
Okay. So first of all,
What's your nose?
she told me her age,
Oh,
and I'm not gonna say it out loud. Okay.
54.
No. Oh my God.
54.
She's 54.
I don't know how that
No, so I was
happened.
like, cause like, I mean, I'd seen her before in, on shows and stuff. She's done like 90210, Growing Pains, and like all these like shows. And I remember her, you know what I mean? And so I thought she was like my age, but she was telling me that no, when she
I'm
was
33 years old in Playboy Playmate years.
when she was playing like teenagers, like our 90210 and like in Growing Pains, she was already like in her late 20s. I was like, are you kidding me?
I always played 10 years younger. People think I'm younger, not because I look younger, because now I get the freaking wrinkles and they're showing and all that
Me
age
too.
stuff. But when I was in my 20s, I looked like I was in my teens.
No, you look like you were 10.
I look like I look like a teenager literally up until I'd say my early 30s.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Menopause
God.
is what aged this shit in my 40s. That's what happened.
Well, you're beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
And she's originally
Excuse
from
my
Texas.
cussing.
Fuck
Yeah.
fuck. We
Allen, Texas, just north of Dallas.
And that's another thing. Like,
was
so
an Allen.
I looked you up. Like, I saw you on YouTube, and I was like, oh my God, I remember that girl. You know what I mean? But you did not talk like a country girl
No, because I was
on TV. Like, did you get like
some of the TV shows, like Drew Carey? I played his hillbilly neighbor. I was Southern. I've been Southern.
But I
most
saw
of my
other
stuff.
ones when your accent.
I had to have
just
no
like,
accent. I used to have to
Okay,
not talk to my
let
family.
me hear you doing no accents.
Oh God, it's not
Because like
easy thing to
earlier,
do.
I was like, we're gonna trade accents. I'm gonna do like your country girl, and she's
And
gonna
that's
do
gonna
like
do
your
a
chola
accent.
Hey,
Hey, brother.
oh my God, that's great.
So, listen, I have my niece is half Mexican.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law, her family's from Mexico.
Yeah.
And they're Mexican Americans. And my little niece and my little nephew, like, they speak fluent Spanish and fluent English. They're so good. And I tried to speak in a little Spanish to my little niece, and she's 11.
Like, give me a taco.
And I was like, hola, my name is Julia, soy la actress, soy la comedian, and like, necesito un nombre. And she goes, not for you, Tia Julie, not for you.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what? Why won't you speak in Spanish? She goes, not for you. I was like, oh my God,
That's crazy.
totally thrown under the bus by an 11-year-old and backed over. So
That's
obviously,
insane.
I don't speak enough Spanish, but
That's
thankfully the next
and you know what?
generation
And
of our family does.
I'm Mexican American, third,
you don't speak
third,
English.
and I barely speak Spanish. And tengo vergüenza. I'm embarrassed about that. Yes, it's kind of embarrassing. I'm not gonna show you a picture
I can
because
say-
you might get in trouble. But I'm just saying we have.
Yeah, we
We
have
have
stuff.
more drinks. We have more
stuff
drinks.
here.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
We're
Hold
not
up.
really
Yeah.
good at this camera
Yeah,
stuff,
I know.
are we?
No. What? I didn't know you were so awesome. I didn't know I wanted to interview you. Yeah, there we go.
I'm drinking cafe. Well, baby, it's not cafe.
I don't know. Okay, so no, I do want to ask some questions. Just because
I might have some answers.
Just because recently I've been feeling like I should have never gone to school to be a teacher.
No.
I wish that I had just left Del Rio High School, got on a Greyhound, and went straight to LA, even if I was going to be homeless.
No.
How did
it
you?
makes you a better
Okay, 'cause
person. It makes you more rounded to have other jobs. It is.
But you
It does.
started early. So she's from Texas. She's originally from Texas. And
Yes.
now she has family in
But I had
the
all
Carolinas
kinds of jobs
and
before
stuff,
I
right?
went into entertainment. Even when I went into entertainment, I still had jobs.
So
I still
what,
had regular jobs.
what took you
What did I
to
do?
Los Angeles? Because like
Okay.
we're comedians. Like I'm a
In
comedian.
high school, I was a nanny and a babysitter for lots of kids there in Allen, and then it was good because
Allen-
later
Allen,
in TV I
Texas?
played a nanny. See,
There you
see how
go.
that worked
Okay,
out?
okay.
Okay, and then
No, what was? I want to know what
I
your
worked
first
in
connection.
Brookshires grocery store. I worked in a Brookshires. Do y'all have Brookshires right here?
Sounds familiar.
Okay,
I don't
Brookshires
think so.
we have a lot of them over there on that side of Texas. Brookshires. I worked in Brookshires. I was a checkout person. I did stock too. It's like that's what I did. And then I got a job as a legal assistant, and I got hired by a law firm. So I was issuing subpoenas, and I was reading depositions in court for attorneys, and that was in Plano, Texas. And then after that, and I was trying to model the whole time in Dallas, and then
Dallas. That's
and so then I got asked by a photographer in Dallas if I would be in this pictorial that Playboy was doing called The Girls of Texas.
But wait, so this
That's
is
how I got. This is how I started.
Oh, so this was before Growing Pains. So you did Playboy before
all of that.
Oh, so I thought you got the Playboy stuff
No.
after you did 90210. Oh,
No.
you hear that, girls?
The Playboy
so first
stuff-
you gotta take off your
Yeah, I
clothes.
showed the Hooters, the Cooter, and the Pooter. Now I don't recommend that.
Okay, wait.
for
So
everybody.
okay. So you were on Playboy
Yes.
showing your goods.
Yes.
And then they were like, "Hey, we need you to come play a teenager on Growing Pains."
No, that was the thing.
Right?
No,
Am I right?
remember-
Yes or no? 'Cause
No, here's
am
the
I
funny
right?
part. No,
That's crazy.
here's the funny part. When
I
I first did the Playboy, I did the Girls of Texas issue of Playboy, and they put me on the cover of it. And then I got interviewed by the Dallas newspapers, and at the time they had two newspapers. And one of the newspapers, it was the Dallas Morning News. Like the reporter totally made fun of me. Said
Wait,
that
who is this reporter?
the reporter made fun of me and made fun of Playboy, basically saying that, I look like a 12-year-old basically playing in makeup. That's kind of what they said.
But
I'm not
old
in the
were
right
you?
words.
How old
but
were you when you did Playboy for the first time?
I was
19.
19 when I first shot. But literally, they talked about how, they were like, is this a habit for Playboy? Like the fact that I look so young. And then, so when I first came out in Playboy, it's like, I just looked like the normal girl next door. I wasn't like all Miss Hottie Tatas.
Yeah,
and,
you were
know,
just
like,
yeah.
And I wasn't sexy at all. Like I wasn't a sexy girl. They
You were
put
just
you on
a-
this
you were a young
platform.
woman. She
I
was
was
a
a
young
young
woman.
girl, and it was just a job. It was a rate. For me, it was just a job. It was a modeling job.
But
you know.
19 years old, that's still
Yes,
really
I
young.
was very young.
So let me ask
And then
you.
19, 20, and then by the time I turned 21, the issue of me being a centerfold came out. And then
with the real Playboy,
with
not
the
just
real
not
Playboy,
Texas,
the whole
Playboy,
thing, yep.
the whole
Yeah,
shebang.
and then I did one more cover for them that year, and then I was trying to pursue acting. I moved out to Los Angeles.
There you go.
I took that big leap. I drove out there in my car, packed everything up, and had my dog. My dog Benji was with me, and then Benji. So I moved to Los Angeles. I knew one person out there, and she became my roommate.
Is
And
that
then-
the girl that you said that's still your friend that you hang out with over
No.
there?
Oh, no. She actually lives in Texas now. The girl that I moved in with out in California now lives in Waco, Texas, which
Wow.
is funny. We like swap places. So anyway, but I wound up going out there and I just pursued acting. I was pursuing modeling at the first, but I really wanted to be, I didn't want to just be like posing pictures and whatever. I'm a personality. I'm kind of obviously a very talkative personality. I like to say
I like
there,
her.
So, but that was so I started going to the improv comedy club. And
So
then
around
through
what
that,
year? Around what year?
That was
it?
1986.
1986.
Yeah, 1986. And so then I started hanging out at the improv comedy club, and I met all these comedians. I was taking classes there. It was an improv comedy class that we were in, and it's like I loved being laughed at, and but people didn't want to laugh at you, like if you were too attractive, or the guys would just be hitting on you, and I'd be like,
yeah, or they'll be like, oh, let's put her out because she's pretty.
But that was the thing. So I joined this magic comedy troupe and started doing some fun stuff with a group of people, and then I started slowly but surely getting them auditions. And then I wound up landing the biggest job I landed wound up being Growing Pains, because I was on it for.
So you
years.
had already started comedy.
Yeah.
Before you got all the big shows.
Yes.
That's
See, you gotta study. You have to start somewhere.
See, I'm so glad that we're talking about this.
And here's the kicker. Okay, when I was doing Growing Pains, you don't go out to California and all of a sudden you get rich and get famous. You can still get famous quick. Everybody gets their 15 seconds of fame, but you get no money with that.
Okay, so
Growing I worked as an apartment manager when I was on Growing Pains. So when I was actually on Growing Pains, I was an apartment manager, and
when you were
over a
on
small
TV.
little building. Yeah. So people would come to my building.
Oh, you look
and
familiar.
They were looking for like, you look just like that girl on Growing Pains. And I'm like, yeah, I get that a whole lot, but I think I'm so much prettier than she is.
Oh,
and then they would always agree with me because they wouldn't know. They'd be like, yeah, you're
So
way cute.
I have a question. I have a question.
They had no idea.
So we're talking Growing Pains. Mm-hmm. Kirk Cameron.
Yes. He became very, very religious.
Right?
And then he did. I was in Playboy before I was on the show, but then he became very religious while I was on the show.
And he actually, him and his wife, they actually produced. Oh my God!
They produce all these Christian movies.
Yeah.
Yes, I haven't watched any of them, but.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, he's not a fan of mine, so I don't think he's going to be watching any of my movies. I don't really,
So, how did he feel about the fact that you had done Playboy before?
He knew before. He knew that I'd done Playboy. I met Kirk Cameron. The first time I ever met Kirk Cameron was not for the show. I was a Playboy playmate.
Ooh.
So in 1986,
drama.
In 1986, I was at a car show. And I was signing autographs as a playmate. Now, obviously, I look young, right? I was the youngest looking
12-year-old playmate.
There was a whole bunch of us at this car show. It was in Philadelphia. And so we're in Philadelphia at this car show. And he and Alan Thicke were there. They were there signing autographs. And then Alan Thicke,
Did he die?
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, he did, right. That was such a rude question of me.
He's such a good... Heaven got a good man when they got Alan Thicke.
I know, because he was also the dad in other movies.
He was a great man. Great man. Big loss for just people in general, because he was such a good person. So, but Alan and Kirk were at this car show signing autographs, and all the little girls are around and everything, and it was like... And here we were,
you didn't know
the
him
12
at this
playmates.
time. You didn't know him at this time, right?
And then there was 12 playmates there, and I looked like the one who still should have been in high school because I was so young looking. So Kirk and one of his buddies, they kept coming over and they hi, and they'd be hi, and I'm the one that they liked. But because I'm the one that looked like I was their age, and then they kept asking me for autographs, and then I'd give them autograph pictures. And then Alan comes over at one point with Kirk on his shoulders. He literally, because the girls were all surrounding him, and then he's walking them across the car show with Kirk on Alan's shoulders, walking through the car. It was hilarious. And they come over and they're like, "Hey, we're going to the Chubby Checker, show, tonight. Will you come?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go." So Chubby Checker was singing at this car show, and he was singing and performing for everybody there.
Wait, the
And
real Chubby Checker?
The real Chubby Checker was performing at this particular car show. So
The life.
we get up. We get up.
I'm leaving
And when
Texas,
he was
I'm
doing
going
the
to
twist,
LA.
he was like, "Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Come on,
baby,
let's do the twist. Round and around
and around and around we go.
So
Again.
Kirk Cameron and I danced together, and I have photographs of this.
I want to see.
I still have pictures of this, of Kirk and I doing the twist, watching Chevy Checker, and we're doing the twist. And that's how I first met Kirk Cameron. And he was such a sweet kid. And I said kid because he was a lot younger than me. So then,
Even though
couple
she
years
probably looked
later,
like a lot younger than him.
he
right?
invited me to come down to watch the show being filmed. And I was
Wait,
so like,
why?
oh,
Did
like he
did
was
he
young.
like
He had a little
you?
crush on me, I think. I don't know. Maybe
I
he didn't
think-
at all.
well, I
but
think
he
so.
did.
I'm thinking
But he
the
invited me
woman's
to
point
the
of view.
show, and then I didn't go because he was just younger. So I was like, oh, and then
Oh, you
next thing-
didn't go?
So no, and then next thing you know, I get an audition.
Kirk Cameron asked her to go to his show,
Yeah.
and she was like,
He was very,
I'm
young.
okay.
So then I go and I audition for the show, and I originally auditioned for a completely different part. And then when I was in there, they're like, the nanny, yeah, the nanny. And I was like, what's the nanny? They're like, oh, it's can you come back next week and audition for this other character? I'm like, sure. And I was
how are you going to say no?
and then
Freaking
so I
LA.
wound up, they gave me the material, and I come back the next week to audition for this other character, the nanny, and Kirk is there, and I'm auditioning with him, and
And
he
you were
was
like,
excited to see me, and I was excited to see him.
And you were like,
they're
is this a date?
They're like, oh, you know each other? And we're like, yeah, we met at a car show. And seriously. And it was fun and it was sweet. And so the first couple episodes were awesome. It was really great with him. And then the holidays came, and we all came back from the holidays, and he was just a different person. And over that holiday is when, he, became a born again Christian, which was great and good. But he started being like this, very standoffish to everybody. I didn't take it personal because it wasn't just me.
It wasn't just
he
you,
was like that
yeah.
with everybody. So I never, it didn't bother,
Right.
But then next thing you know, it's like all these
Next thing you know,
rumors
you were
coming
fired.
out. Yeah, all these rumors are coming out that he didn't want me
wait.
on the show, and I'm like,
Oh,
what?
no, I think I
What
read
did
about
do?
that.
What did I do? Like, I didn't even know, and it was very upsetting at the time. And then next thing you know, it's like I'm written off the show, and because he refused to re-sign the contracts for the last 2 seasons. And he and his mom, and I guess they held those contracts over, is for what I was told by the producers, was that he held up the contracts and they wouldn't re-sign those contracts for the last 2 seasons of the show unless I was written off that show. So basically, it was their way of getting me kicked to the curb.
my God.
So I lost my job, which sucked, and I cried a lot.
yes.
And and I know you're just crying at home, whoever's watching this
No,
right now.
but you know-
You're just
no,
like,
you know
oh,
what?
poor thing, she got
You know
fired. Oh, everybody gets fired
I don't
from
think this
something
is. I don't
in
think this
life,
is
you
new.
know?
I think I read about this somewhere.
Yeah, it was all over the news. You're cutting missing. It was in the news.
I'm trying to remember, he did like
It
some.
gave me an extra 15 seconds of
There were
fame.
some-
Oh.
There were some books that came out, like religious books. I forgot what it was. And him and his wife, they produced them. It was like the last or the first something.
I don't know.
I forgot.
I don't know. I saw him preach one time. Pelicans could have flown in and out of my mouth. And it was
Come on,
that
Kirk
agape.
Cameron.
Because from listening to him, I was like, yeah, no,
I
that's no, that's not real.
no.
Like, I don't know.
So was it like,
everybody, including him? I think everybody's going to hell.
was he like
So-
this like Catholic?
No,
Christian,
no, I don't
or
think
was
he
he
likes
like-
the
was it-
Catholics.
or
I don't
was
think
it
he likes the
cultish?
Jews. I don't think he likes anybody unleft. Yes, that was. I think so.
Left
Yeah,
behind.
Yeah.
Left behind.
Listen.
Yes.
He's gonna
No,
be left
no,
behind if he don't
no.
like stop.
He didn't write
being
them,
awful about other people.
but his wife, he and his wife, I think they produced We saw the first movie. Yeah, we saw the
Listen.
first movie, and
It doesn't matter what religion
no,
you
it was
are.
it was a great.
It's not
book.
about your house of worship. It's about who you are as a person and how you are to everybody
Exactly.
else around us.
I mean,
It's
haven't
what
you ever heard
you
that
give,
song? You could be
not
whoever
what-
you like.
And-
Yeah.
Not everybody has to be like you are, whoever you are.
Who sings that? I don't even know. T.I.
Just-
You could be whoever. You could worship whoever you like. Ooh. My boobs are coming out there.
Listen, it ain't about your house of worship. Whoever you are out there, wherever you are, just be a good person.
Exactly. Thank you.
Be a good person.
Be a good person.
The foundations of all Christianity, of
all
all religions,
Thank
of
you.
all religions,
Just be a good person. Be nice to everybody.
Person. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Who said that?
I wonder.
I don't know. I think it might have been my dad.
But that's all it is. So there's no. People always want to make it out like, oh, the biggest, like fighting or like, scathing unseen. There was no drama with me. There wasn't. There's no drama with Kirk at the time. It's just like, there's worse things he could have done in his life, and he actually turned out to be, I guess, an okay person. I think share
so.
his
What is
views.
he doing? What is he doing now?
I don't know. I just know that he came out and was not very kind about gay people, and I didn't like that. So we're on different grounds there.
You know why?
Like everybody's got different views, and I'll respect everybody else's privacy to have their views. However, that is not Christian of him to bash on people who aren't like him.
Exactly.
Period.
And
That's all.
Not on the fact of
Let
the matter
people love
is
who
the
they want
sad
to
thing
love.
is like when you come out and you say, oh, these negative things about like gay people, whatever, then you're holding yourself back from people
I
that
fully
are,
support
that
the
you
no
love.
hate
You know what I mean?
campaign.
Because
I fully
there's
support the no hate campaign.
always going to be either a child that you have, or a nephew, or a niece, or a cousin, or
People
somebody
are who they are because that's who they are. Not there's no like, oh, this is a choice. No, it's not a choice. It's who you are.
Thank you.
Let people
Absolutely.
love who they want
And,
to love.
So let me tell you,
Period.
I was a teacher. There's a whole long story about that. I'm not anymore, okay, because I'm now an alcoholic. But I was a teacher, and I student taught second graders, and I'll never forget. There was this one kid. I was like, that little boy is gay. Like, I knew he was gay. I knew he was gay before he even knew he was gay because he hadn't hit puberty yet. He had no idea about sexuality or anything. And I was like, that kid's gay. And I have some of my cousins' kids are gay. Like, no,
Society-
and we knew that they were
It's
gay
society
before
that
those
tries to
kids
shame
even knew they
people.
were gay.
It's
No,
society
no.
that tries to
It's
shame
insane.
people.
It's insane.
Don't let society try to put their stamp on what you should be because they think you should be. No, be who you are.
Absolutely.
Just be a good person.
Be a good person.
That's it.
Absolutely.
We got all serious, didn't we?
Yes.
Aww.
No, but I have more serious questions. Okay, Jules.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready? Because
I'm
I
ready.
wanted to ask you this. And
Okay.
I've been wanting to ask you
All right.
whole... I was like, I have a whole bunch of questions.
Okay.
But then we went into Kirk Cameron or whatever. So, okay. Okay, so you were 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And she did her first Playboy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no clothes.
Mm-hmm. That was a big deal. I was petrified.
And this is Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, so, like, I'm Mexican, you know. She may not be Mexican, but she's from Texas. Might as well
Listen,
be the
my
same
parents,
fucking thing. Tell
they
me,
didn't-
that's what I want to know. I was going to
No,
ask
my
you, like, what did
parents-
they think?
I asked my parents about it, and first they were like, no. Like, that was their absolute knee-jerk reaction. No.
Yeah, of course. Yes,
And
absolutely. That
then the next day, I guess they talked about it privately, and they came back and they set me down and they said, look, said, You're 19 years old.
The story was
You're gonna go.
you
They
had
said no.
a
Absolutely.
photographer from Texas
Dallas.
in Dallas, and then how did he know the whole Playboy?
He knew a photographer from Playboy who called him and said, "Hey, I'm looking for girls to be in this pictorial for the girls of Texas. Do you have any models?" Because he knew that he was a photographer who shot a lot of models in Dallas at the time, and so that's how that came about. But so I went to my parents and I brought it up to them, and they're like, And then the very next day, I guess they went and they talked about it, and they came back and they said, 19 years old. You're going to go out into the world and you're going to have,
How can we keep you
like,
from doing what you want to do?
No, actually, it wasn't even that. It was just more that I just
People are going to
forgot.
see you anyways.
Well, my dad just said,
Let the world see it.
I just remember my dad saying, it's like, you're going to, you have to make your own way into the world. It's like, maybe this will provide you with some money.
And it did?
That we can't give you. Maybe this will provide you with some traveling
So
around the world
what were your
parents
doing at the time, like for a living? Like what did they do?
My dad was a truck driver at the time and a retired Marine, and he's also a retired coal miner.
My husband's a retired Marine.
Coal
miner.
Hoorah.
Yeah.
My dad was a coal miner. My dad was from West Virginia. And then my mama at the time was working at a daycare.
Okay.
At the time, and then and then my mom's worked for a church in North Carolina now for the last 30 plus years.
Nice.
Same church, taking care of kids. So it's not what they didn't agree with the Playboy thing, but they just said basically it might provide you with some money, might provide you with some travel, might be able to do things
good right
that
now.
and so I never forgot my dad said you have to make your own decisions.
So can I see your
we
boobies
don't
right
want
now?
it. That's not. They told me they didn't want that for me.
Oh, guys,
but
okay,
they would
so-
support me no matter what my choices were.
And
I chose to do it.
And you never had any like plastic surgery or anything, right?
no.
Okay, so tonight I had to tell y'all it was so super cute.
What's that?
About the cotton.
Oh yeah.
So like she was like, did you see that? Oh my gosh, this girl is fucking crazy. She was like, yeah, you like my boobs, and then she like brings out this cotton, and she's like, this is the freaking bunny boobs right here. How did you say?
Oh, and then I laid down on the floor to show the real stuff, which was like this, and I was like, yeah, I lay down.
Wait, hold on.
I was like, I lay down. They lay down with me. I was like, I don't even have a valley. It's like a whole freaking prairie.
I remember that.
And that's the truth.
No, but that's the truth for every woman.
Not knocking plastic. Some people want plastic surgery, and that's okay for them. Like, it makes them feel better about
I want
themselves,
plastic surgery.
So good. But,
I would totally do.
It's
plastic.
like,
look
it
what I
just
have. What I have on
wasn't-
my hands. So.
It just wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah.
I'd like to
yeah.
do the, I don't know, maybe. See,
Hold
it
on,
slid
hold up,
down
wait a
just
minute,
like
wait a minute.
just like my face and just like our boobies. It's okay.
They slide.
They slide. They go south.
Na na
Na. Yeah, they go.
Hi, Judy,
Everything
thank
goes
you.
south.
Miss
See, even
Jules.
this is what gets us girls. It's the jowls. It's the jowls. The jowls.
And
That's-
my
I like the
I
jowls
don't
to be gone.
like a lot of
But
the
I
women.
can't afford that stuff. Who can afford all that stuff? So I can't do it. No.
What did you
No.
do?
I'd rather have a home than you lose all my money.
Somebody's boyfriend's
on
calling. He's like, "What are
doing
you
plastic
doing?"
surgery stuff. I find it's like I just want to have a nice normal life. I don't know. That's what I like about comedy.
You know why you wouldn't have a
'Cause
normal,
you're not-
a
I'm
nice
not trying to
normal life?
keep up
Because
with
you
the
were in
Joneses.
Hollywood for the first half of your life. My first half of my life was normal. I want to go to Hollywood now. Let's trade. Let's trade. I'm
That's
ready to
such
go
a
to
good analogy.
Hollywood.
That is such a good. Listen, you go to Hollywood, and then all you really want to do is get back and hang
you
out
know
with
what?
your family
I
and
think
your
I could
friends
still
and
do
the people
Hollywood.
that really love you and that you love.
Don't you think
just
I could
wanna-
do Hollywood? I think
Absolutely,
I could.
you're so funny.
No, but I could do
So-
Hollywood. I could be like somebody's mom on TV, right?
You're somebody's mom now.
Yeah, but
You got a few. Lucky you. That's the best. It's like all the stay-at-home moms complain about being moms. No, it's the best. Listen, you're so blessed. Because some of us like chose our careers and that's all we did, and we never made babies. And not that I wanted babies, I just didn't have any. Thank God I got nieces and nephews. Thank God I got the nieces and nephews. I have my eldest sister had 2 boys. Now each one of them have 2 kids each, and then my other sister had 2 girls, and now each one of them have one. My eldest niece has a little girl, and then my youngest niece, by that sister, now has a few kids. And
your
then,
nieces have kids?
I'm a great auntie. And then my brother had 2 kids, so he has got 2 small kids. So I have another niece and another little nephew. Yeah, and my littlest nephew, of my siblings' kids.
I'll give you kids.
We call him Cinco.
His name
is Cinco. Isn't
Cinco.
that the cutest? Cinco. That's his name.
I like that.
Yeah, Cinco.
Why?
He was. Oh well, because
He's the 5th one.
Yep, he's the fifth one with a family name. He was born on the 5th, and it's like it's all 5s. Anyway, so his name.
That's kinda
we call
cool.
him Cinco.
I like that.
Yeah, and he's gonna be 5 years old this year.
He's gonna be 5.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
Cinco means 5.
Oh, I just assumed everybody should know that.
Yeah. I feel like I'm so far.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Pero
5.
5.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. See, you know some Spanish. See, that helps. But listen, so thankfully, if you don't have kids, thankfully I have nieces and nephews, and I have great nieces and great nephews. And hopefully, if you didn't have kids, then share somebody else's kids. Like, take your nieces and your nephews and make them yours. That's what, you know, for those of us that don't have children, we just have to,
You can have my kids.
listen.
And they're older. They're trained and everything. They'll clean your house or Mexican.
I know I'm blessed. I'm blessed with lots of wonderful and I got lots of great cousins too. A lot of great cousins. Listen, family is everything.
I know. Bottom line.
And if you don't have family
and friendships,
then your
and
friends are everything.
Yeah.
Friends can be family. Doesn't have to be blood related.
But then you have friends that will stab you in the face.
Or you can take the DNA test and find out that your boyfriend was your recent ex-sister's husband's girlfriend's brother's sister
Related to you is actually your brother.
Isn't that scary? Isn't that kind of creepy? But
that's why my husband and I won't send. We already have our Ancestry.com spit in our little tubes.
Oh, you do? Good.
Yeah.
You doing it?
It's just on our kitchen counter. We're afraid to turn
send
it in.
it in.
I don't want to be related to him.
Oh my God, you're not gonna be
Weird.
related.
I mean, we won't
to
have
him.
kids
I'm
or
joking.
anything.
You're
But,
not gonna.
you never
Just
know.
send it in.
You never know.
Send it in. Guess what I found out?
What?
I'm 51%
Mexican.
Irish. Of course.
I thought you were going to say Mexican. That would have been awesome.
I knew that I was German and Dutch and Irish and English. That's what I knew. And then, but I already knew that. And then when I got the DNA test, there was 46% English and European.
Oh, you
and
think
then 51% Irish. But then there was that 3%. And it said Sweden. I was like, what? Sweden? Where does Sweden come from?
Okay.
I couldn't believe that.
And
people have asked me my whole life, are you from Sweden? And I was like, oh no, I don't have no Sweden.
You know. Okay, so
it must be the German.
Get a load of this. Get a load of this. My
3% Sweden. Who knew?
My cousin sent in her DNA results, and she posted them on Facebook. She was only 4% Spanish. We're like,
What?
your mom was a slut.
No, what was she? What was she?
She was like mostly Asian and European.
Oh, see, there you go.
So
everybody's
we were
a mixed blood. We are the melting pot of the world. Our
Mexicans
generations
are Spanish and Indian. That's what we are. We're Spanish and Indian. And she had like 4% Spanish, and I was like, "Do you realize something's wrong here?"
Well, did she have native? Did she have native?
Barely, and also it was Asian and European.
Well,
and so I was like, "No, your mom either cheated on my cousin."
No, it's a migration thing. It's a migration thing.
No,
yes.
How is that so? I've got to have.
Well, you know what? I'm going to find
out.
The melting pot of the world. These generations are. We are.
I want to know where my forehead comes from. Okay, today somebody again hit my fucking forehead. Like my friends in high school would always tell me, "Oh, your forehead's so big, it's so big."
Yeah, and I thought
I thought as I got older, people would just not know that it was there.
This is
what
I
do. Just cover it up.
I just wear bangs. It's cheaper than Botox and a lot less painful.
So I was like, okay, how do I look? How do I look?
How do I look?
Hello,
Goober, how you doing? Goober and Gomer.
There you go. There I am. Okay, guys.
Thanks.
How do I look?
Yeah, that's so nice. No, wait, you know what? Actually, it could be cool. Wait, no. If you do that, it has to be, in the 60s they would do that. They would do that curve over like that. A lot of the Playmates in the 60s. They had that full swoop over. They did. I don't know how they did it.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Yeah, very cool. That's very 40s.
So again, today, this guy was like, "Can I touch your forehead or I'm going to give you ojo?" You know what ojo is?
No, what is that?
Ojo is like it's a weird like Hispanic tradition or like a superstition. Like if you see like a baby that's super cute and you don't touch the baby,
is that baby you're not touching the baby because you think it's gonna be cachino?
No, it gets sick. The baby gets sick. So if you see a baby that you think is real cute, you have to go touch it. Because if not, you're giving it like bad karma. You have to like touch it. So the guy did that to my forehead today. He was like, "I like your forehead. Can I touch it?" Like your forehead was a baby's bum? My forehead is not going to feel sick. I don't know. Maybe. I guess look it up. I do have a big forehead.
You have a nice forehead. It's smooth as a baby's bum. I think it was just that.
I do have a big forehead. Oh my God.
No, you don't. You don't. You just leaned into the...
Can I take your hat?
Yeah. You just leaned into the camera. Actually, you look cute in a cabbie hat.
I do look cute
in
a cabbie hat.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
Page
is Miss
Boy hats.
This is Miss
Newsies hats.
Jules McCullough. Okay, we're okay. There we go.
We're not focused.
So, and this is Miss Jules McCullough.
Hello.
And I think I just met my new best friend. Don't tell my best friend that.
Oh, don't tell my best friend either.
Dun. The best friends can have like a.
It's so fun getting to work with female comedians. Listen, there's not a lot of women out there. There's not a lot of women doing comedy. I know there's more and more and more. However, please support the female comedians.
Absolutely.
Nobody not everybody wants to see a bunch of, jock
jokes.
blockers up there, they want to see, they want to see the clamjackers too.
Yeah.
They do. They want
we have things to talk about.
They want to see the clamjackers.
I think our stuff is probably more interesting.
I think it's nice to have a variety.
Absolutely.
It's variety. Please support your local female comedians.
Yeah. No. Okay, everybody say good night to Miss Jules.
Good night. Good night.
Jules, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you so much.
It was so unplanned. I was like, we started talking.
And by the way,
I was like, no, I have to get this on tape. I have to get it on tape.
We are in West Texas right now. We're in Midland, Texas. That's where we're saying hello.
And then tomorrow you're gonna be in Odessa, right?
Tomorrow I'm gonna be.
But
in
this
Odessa.
is right now. Well, now it's May 5th.
I look so
May
old.
5th, 29. I'm
all the wrinkles and my smile goes down. Like I'm always a happy person. Why couldn't I have that?
Somebody's gonna screenshot it. We're gonna be like,
Look, they put money or something.
Okay, let's do a crazy screenshot. Everybody get ready. Y'all can do a screenshot. Do a crazy face. Got it. Okay. And we approve this message. Okay, guys, good night.
Good night,
It's
y'all.
May 5th, 2019.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Ole!
Necesito un hambre.
Necesito un
No, you got one.
taco.
You got
Hambre.
one. Hambre.
Hambre means
Man.
hungry. Oh, hombre.
Hombre. Hombre. Okay. My pronunciation says this non-speaking Spanish person correcting my bad Spanish.
She's like, necesito un hambre. I thought she was saying, I need to be hungry. Hombre. It's a man.
Necesito un hombre.
I love her. You made me feel so Mexican.
I was like, no, you got one. You got a man. I didn't got no
What's your man
man.
got to do with me? I got a man. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, good night. Hasta
Good night.
luego.
Bye,
Kiss
y'all.
me.